Jaira Seabron is pretty in pink, but she's also a little fussy after a full morning in court.
She wants you back.
She's getting the kind of comfort a daddy's girl might need, especially after what her family's gone through. Quentin and Alandria Seabron sealed the deal 2 years ago on August 31st. The two said that they were not trying, but got pregnant.
I came home from work, and normally I come home all the time, I greet her, then I go and take a shower and stuff. I don't know how she did this, but she wrote it while the mirror was steamed up on the wall, on the mirror, "I'm pregnant."
Alandria says the uncertainty of motherhood brought her to tears that day.
I'm in there crying because I'm like, I wasn't ready. I didn't think it was gonna happen like right then, but no, we were super excited.
Yeah.
Oh, the pregnancy brought them joy, and by September 7th, 2024, the love of their life was born.
She would lay on my chest, or she would lay on his arms, or just anything she liked to touch skin. It was just her way of like bonding.
Emotionally and physically, Jaira was everything they could hope for.
What you saying?
Baby doll and beyond. Now, it may be hard to tell in these pictures, but the baby had a weight problem. Her mother's milk just wasn't putting enough meat on her little body. The baby was having latching issues, and Alandria was overproducing milk. So her mom, at the advice of an expert, cut back to improve her output. They also got a device to help Jaira with latching, but it got really messy on the night of November 16th.
The milk was going from the front to the back, like all the way coming out of every direction of the nipple guard, and it's also flowing into her mouth at the same time. So I kind of moved her really quick, just moved her quickly.
The Seabrons say when they changed their milk-soaked baby, her arm was limp. The couple say they rushed from Mansfield to Children's Health in Dallas.
In my head, I thought that it was probably just a dislocated arm. So they took her to the x-ray room and x-rayed her, and the guy, he said she has a broken arm. And like any other mother and father, we're surprised at that, because how in the world does my child have a broken arm?
The couple says that things started to shift in a place where they sought help. Alandria says she Googled solutions as her child's vitamin D levels tanked and other hormones and chemicals were off the charts.
I kept asking, if you're here to protect the child, why are you not asking the doctors any questions? And I'm showing, I have it on my phone, I'm showing them my phone, and I'm saying, look, like her labs, or like her vitamin D level is over here. It's supposed to be here, it's over here. And I'm like, do you think, is that okay? Like, do you think that's okay?
The hospital has pediatricians who specialize in abuse. Based on fractures and the baby's broken arm, the Seabrons had to talk with Child Protective Services.
We grew up in a Christian household, and we're not the type to do anything that defiles what God, has put on earth.
The young couple had to leave their child and sign away their parental rights until they got the matter sorted out, if they ever would. In open court, the state said that at the hospital, the parents could not explain the 16 fractures to their baby's bones, some already healing. So, per state law, the two say they sought out a second opinion at Scottish Rite for Children in Dallas. But Alandria says the doctor never looked at a lab or picked the baby up out of the car seat. We did reach out to Scottish Rite, and they did respond in a statement. And under HIPAA laws, they say no healthcare provider can confirm or deny the care or treatment of any patient. And right before Thanksgiving, Mansfield police arrested Alandria for injury to a child, a felony.
I'm trying to hold back tears now because it was hard to see her get handcuffed for something that she didn't do.
About Jaira's case, Children's Health says, quote, "Our top priority is the health and well-being of all of our patients. Due to patient privacy concerns, we do not discuss the status of individual patients." Child Protective Services says details of our CPS cases are confidential, but we are complying with the court's orders.
The problem is we have to do better. The hospital needs to do better.
Shelley Troberman Miller is the couple's attorney. We spoke with her before the final hearing to determine if they would regain custody.
I have been absolutely shocked at the sheer number of truly innocent people that are finding themselves in this position. And not just that we later prove that they're innocent, but many of them, it should have been very obvious to these very prestigious children's hospitals much earlier on that what they were dealing with was not child abuse.
6 days after taking the baby to Children's, the parents say Jaira's existing pediatrician suspected rickets. Alandria returned to Google to find an endocrinologist who confirmed infantile rickets because the bone disease is linked to vitamin D deficiency, especially in babies who are breastfeeding and dark-skinned.
Just the initial labs were so clearly indicative of a child who had some issue with bone health, that should not have been ignored.
That brings us back to the Tarrant County Court Center. At this point in the story, Quentin's mother has custody of Jaira. The mother and father can see their daughter 3 evenings a week, take her to church, and accompany their baby to the doctor.
This is not the first time I come to a hearing after what happened to us. So I was here a few months ago with another family. So now it's my time to raise my voice.
Damari Rivas came to support Alandria. She and her husband were in the very same courtroom 2 years ago, trying to regain custody of their triplets. The couple got accused of abuse because doctors allegedly misdiagnosed her son's eye disease, and Rivas was a CPS caseworker.
Yes, fighting to prove your innocence, you're fighting for your children, your marriage. You're just fighting for everything. And in my case, I worked for the department.
She did regain custody of her children. Platforms like Fractured Families and Parents Behind the Pinwheels share the painful accounts.
The volume that we're receiving is just overwhelming.
Holly Simonton went through the same ordeal with her son. She says there is a confirmation bias and a fear of going against pediatric investigators in these cases.
A lot of different hospitals around here won't even get involved if they know the child abuse pediatrician's team has given a diagnosis of abuse. They won't even give a second opinion, or if they do, it's not a thorough one. They just kind of end up deferring to the child abuse pediatrician, who's seen as the state's expert.
This is as destructive to families as missing abuse in certain cases, right? I mean, if you don't have a lot of money to defend yourself with highly qualified experts, you aren't getting your baby back.
Quentin and Alandria spent 10 uninterrupted weeks with Jaira. Times where she held fuzzy critters or lay back in the bed watching Christian baby programming.
At this point now, I'm looking at God like, okay, it's time, do something.
They left a courthouse awaiting a judge's decision.
She was taken away from me so easily and nobody thought about it. It truly makes me feel as though I had no power at all.
And he decided to send Jaira back home to the arms of her mom and dad. Marvin Hurst, CBS News, Texas.
We should note the Tarrant County DA's office would not comment on whether the outcome of this hearing will have any bearing on the criminal case that still exists against Jaira's mother.